Good morning, and welcome to this week's edition of CIS Friday Morning News.
In this week's edition, we're going to be covering a lot of juicy topics. We're also going to cover some sport-related news and rock climbing, which Mr. Watts is hosting.
So, Mr. Watts, why did you start this ASA, rock climbing?
A couple of Year 12 students approached me because they do enjoy rock climbing. They wanted to be able to do it after school, so we started doing it with just Year 12s, and then it grew in popularity and more people wanted to join.
Okay, cool. So, are there any competitions that you guys participate in?
There are competitions. We're not at the level yet where we're looking at competing, although there is a young Year 8 student that does compete outside of the school, but we are looking at putting the team together eventually.
Cool. So, what's the age limit?
The age limit, we really started looking at sort of the senior school students, like Year 12 and above, but since then we've had a bunch of Year 10s join, and I think rock climbing is really for anyone as long as you can fit in a harness so you don't die.
Okay, so when is it?
It is Tuesdays after school. It goes from about 3 o'clock through to 4:30, sometimes 5 o'clock if I can be bothered staying.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I sure hope that works out.
And now, another edition of how technology is being used in CIS.
Okay, so the piece you just heard was my piece Dawn. We had an image of somewhere in China with a bridge and oily water, and it was just sun rising, and well, we had to work from that at first, and then we made our piece, or we justified our piece, and then we started making our piece according to our justifications, and then at the end we added it to a Dawn video. We've been using Finale, which in my opinion is a very good composing software, yeah. And well, yeah, it's really helpful.
So you can split what you've got here. Say you want just this section. You just expand that out so you can see it really clearly where the section changes. Then do a split and then just drag it down onto another instrument. Okay? And then you've just got a copy of it.
Hey, where did my hoodie go?
I don't know. Have you checked the lost and found?
But it's over on the 5th floor.
Congratulations, you found your jacket.
As you can see, we're at the Lost and Found today, and there is a lot of stuff. So whoever wants a physics textbook, come get it. It's free, and it's free.
There's also an English folder over here, which belongs to Kwang Chuk Hei. So if you want this folder, Kwang Chuk Hei, come get it, please.
It's now or never. Have a nice day, CIS.
Hello CIS, and welcome to this week's edition of Global News.
In this week's edition, we'll be talking about the New Zealand earthquake and the Oscars.
On the 22nd of February at 12:51 a.m., an earthquake of 6.3 magnitude hit Christchurch, New Zealand.
The damage was far worse compared to the 7.1 magnitude earthquake that happened last year in New Zealand.
So far, there have been 146 dead and 50 missing. Superintendent Dave Cliff has said that horrific injuries make identifying people difficult and time-consuming.
The earthquake occurred in the middle of the night, and it has caused an estimated of $3 billion worth of damage.
New Zealand is still experiencing aftershocks from the earthquake.
I'm sure you all know about the Oscars. This year, The King's Speech was awarded Best Picture, Colin Firth won Best Actor, and Natalie Portman won Best Actress.
The Oscars took place on the 27th of February at 6 p.m. in America. It was very interesting.
It's only when we wake up that we realize something was actually strange.
So we're gonna go into Alec Baldwin's dreams and get some hosting tips.
You buying this? I'm not going anywhere until you prove you can take us into people's dreams. Give us some proof.
A dream inside two other dreams. You just got inception.
Oh, no, you didn't.
You look really sad. Aww. The dance of the brown duck.
And that's it for this week's Global News.
And back to you in the studio.
And that's all for this week's edition of CIS Friday Morning News.
Have a great weekend, CIS.